All right, so let's start. So hopefully you know what the square root symbol looks like, guys, and what it means. So if I have something like square root of 81, all that means is 9 times 9, there it is. 9 times 9 is 81, so the square root of 81 is just 9. And that's all it means. That's all it means. Pretty basic stuff. I think we all know that, I think. So when you have something like this square root here, guys, all you got to do, look how easy it is. And not everything's going to factor out perfectly.
Read it. So can you read it to me?
Yes.
There we go. Now I can read
Like it? Right. So when I see something like this, so check it out. What two numbers, and I'm going to go slow, guys. I'm going to go slow. What two numbers, when I multiply, gives me 24?
4 and 6.
Okay. 4 and 6. One of those is a perfect square root. Which one's the perfect square root?
4.
What's the square root of 4?
2.
So this becomes 5 times 2 on the outside. On the inside, I still have that 6. I still have that x cubed. And I still have that y to the 7th. How many pairs can you take out? That's really what it's about. Well, that x cubed is just x times x times x. There's one pair that I can take out. That y to the 7th is just y times y times y times y times y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times y, 6, and I need one more. 7. There are 7 y's right there. How many pairs can I get? There's 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So there it is, guys. So my answer is 10x y cubed. Square root, what do I have left underneath? A 6, an x, and a y. And you're done. That is it. And that's the whole idea about it. Have you guys done this before? Or no?
Maybe a little bit, but I don't think we ever broke up variables like that.
Does it make it easy like to do it this
Yeah.
way?
Yeah.
Because I want you guys to really like pick this up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the whole idea, guys. And then this is you guys. So do you want to read this? Do you want to read that, Vargas?
What if I don't have a square root? What if it's a cubic root?
I'm glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked that. Because life is not always simple, right? You don't always just have square roots. So look at this one here. This one's a cube root. So before I get started on this one, I'm not going to jump to it. Before I get started, what does a cube root mean? Just like over here, I group them in pairs. This one means that I want to group them in threes. So if I have something like let's do x to the 6. Well, that can be broken down. X dot X dot X dot X dot X dot X. I think there's 6 of them there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And look, group them in threes. How many groups of threes do I have? So that turns to x squared. Do you guys want to see a shortcut that Delta Math teaches us, but it'll work every time and you can just do that?
Is it just the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can always take this number, that's 6, and divide it by that.
Okay.
6 divided by 3 is?
If
2.
there's a remainder, you just leave it in the...
Inside. Perfect. See, you guys already know that, but I don't want you guys to be robots. Did you guys know that this was the logic behind it?
No.
Oh, but now you do. Good. So now I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's the logic behind it, guys. All right, here we go. Is there a number times itself, it has to be the same number, that will go into 27? And you can use a calculator. I would prefer you don't use a calculator, but you can use a calculator. So it's 3. So that one is out. So I'm going to write 3x cubed y cubed cube root of x to the 4th y to the 8th. Can I take out one of the x's here? Yeah. Look, those 3 right there. What about that y to the 8th? Sorry, one more time and then I'll stop. 3, 6, so 2 groups. And then how many y's do I have left over? 2. So after this, we'll just go ahead and just do it fast. So here we go. So now I'm going to have 3x to the fourth, because there's already an x there, so x cubed times x is x to the fourth. Y to the fifth, because you're adding them up. Cube root, put that cube root there, of 1x and 2y. So put a y squared on it. How do we feel? Perfect. All right, let's go. Oh, look, read this one here, miss.
Travis, what if we get more advanced problems that have higher roots?
Oh, man, you're asking real tough questions. It's the same logic, guys. It's the same logic. Look at what root this is. So we're going to start simple, and we're going to go to more advanced ones. What root number is that? So that means that I want a group of 4 of them. Is there a number that I multiply again and again and again and again 4 times that gives me 16? Yeah. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Let's see. Yes, you can use the calculator. I prefer you don't use one, though. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is? There it is. So this one is a perfect, the fourth root of 16 is just a single number 2. Does that make sense to everyone? Perfect. All right, let's go more advanced. First, look at that number. Is there a number that when I multiply it?
Wait, first can I write it down?
Yes, write it down. Fourth root of 81x to the 32nd. And then we'll do that little trick that you guys learned. Is there a number that when I multiply it with itself, gives me 81?
3.
Yes, 3. Good job, guys. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. So for sure, it's a 3. And then to do this part, does 4 go into 32 nice and perfect? What is that? 6, 12. It's 8. And there it is. Yeah, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Yeah, 8. 8 times 4, 32. There it is, guys. And that's it. Happy face. Let's do more advanced ones. Don't worry. No. Actually, look. Actually, this is not even that advanced. I should have made it harder, but that's fine. Does 7 go into 61 perfectly? No. So we got to think about, okay, what is the highest number besides 61, because it doesn't go into it, perfect. 56. How many times does 7 go into 56? So this is going to be x to the 8th. How many do I have left over? X to the 5. Yeah. Yeah, 58 for the 9, 6 is 1. Oh, wait, no.
I'm sorry.
To the, yeah, that's fine. What's up?
Jeff,
Yeah.
that one kind of blurred past me. I just need a little more detail about how that works.
Okay. I'm going to take a shortcut. Since I already know that the answer is x to the 8th, I'm saying this. Let's see. X to the 8th times x to the 8th times x to the 8th times x to the 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I have 5 more left over. So there it is. Remember your rules. X times to the power A times x to the power B. That's an A, not a 9. It just came out lame. The rules were when you have these things, if the coefficient, if your variable is the same like this, or your term, you add up the exponents. X to the power A plus B. And I think everyone knows that. So if you do x squared times x cubed, that's just x to the 5th. Do you agree, little Hernandez?
Yes.
Okay, so check it out. 8 plus 8, that's 16. Another 16, that's 32. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm at 56. And then 5 more, and I'm at 61. So there it is. What I just have down here, all of this is x to the power 61. Do you agree?
Yes.
Perfect. That 7 there means that I want a group of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, barely. I barely get all 7 of them because this one is not an x to the 8th. So that group of 7 comes out as 1, and I just have 5 left over. So there's my x to the 5th. Did that make sense? Explaining it that way, like that?
Yes.
Okay. So there it is. That's the logic behind it. Yay. Thank you for asking, miss. Here's about as hard as it gets. This is as hard as it gets today. Please, guys, try really hard to do as much as you can without a calculator. You guys are only a few months away from entering the university, and you're going to have professors that are going to say no calculator. So congratulations. You're only a few months away from graduation. So let's try and do as much as you can without a calculator. So do it separately. Do these separately. We're obviously multiplying, but do it separately. So is there a number that itself, and I think we did that one earlier for the, what is it? 2. So this on the inside, the fourth root of 16 is 2. And look, they're making it easy for me. The fourth root of x to the fourth is x. So I have 2x. And on this one right here on the right, it's a square root. If there's no number in there, that means it's a square root. Well, the square root of 81 is 9. And then the square root of x to the 6 is x to the what? Yeah, third. And now you just multiply both of them, guys. 9 times 2, 18. And then x cubed times x to the 4th. Are you guys okay with that?